NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
This program paid for by a grant from RNA Screen Printing, located at 1217 Moravia Street, Newcastle.
Today's program was furnished by a grant from the Beanery Depot and Deli, featuring coffee, made-to-order subs, and snacks. The Beanery Depot and Deli in Mahoningtown. And hey, how about that? Another week has passed, and yes, you have it. It's time for This Week in North County Baseball. And, I can't say enough about the league, the enjoyment that it brings to a lot of fans, and being able to get out to the ballpark, Flaherty Field, and just watch a ball game, and it's just simply baseball. Now, let's take a look at some of the things going on. On the 10th, there was a battle between Castlewood and the Downtown Jacks. Now, this was going to be a great affair, and it lived up to all of the expectations. Castlewood continued their winning ways by slipping past the Jacks, scoring early and holding on with some fine defensive efforts. They'll see if they can keep up their winning ways and keep the streak alive Monday as they travel to Brady's Run to face the Broadhead Bombers. Now, we're always hoping to bring you the best in North County baseball. And the inclement weather and the way some of the breaks fell have hampered us, but we're hanging in there, making sure that you get the best coverage we can bring you here at NCTV45. Now, as time rolled on, what did we see? Well, the Broadhead Bombers and Castlewood getting together, and that happened on the 12th. The Broadhead Bombers star Bobby Suter, I almost gave him a girl's name. The Broadhead Bombers Bobby Suter tossed a two-hitter, silencing Castlewood bats at Brady's Run. Tonight's schedule finds the Downtown Jacks visiting DB Movers at Brady's Run, and Summertime Heroes hosting the Stallions at Flaherty Field. Both games are scheduled for 6:15. And as we move through this week in North County baseball, you have to appreciate the effort given by these fine young men, some in college, some in high school. They put on some great baseball, and if you haven't been there, why, you're just missing it. Got to get yourself out there, and hey, maybe you're retired, maybe you're just, your kids are gone. What better to do than go out, watch a little baseball, even if it's 3 innings. Catch some baseball, go get something to eat at one of our fine establishments. And I always tell you that because that puts a little weekend in your week. Now, we're going to put a little break. As we do this pitching change, we're going to be right back in a flash. Funding for this program furnished by Big Paulie's Sports Bar, Long Avenue, Newcastle. This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. Funding provided by Main Street Clothiers and Tailors, Washington Street, Newcastle. Welcome back to This Week in North County Baseball. And, there's something to be said about getting out to Brady's Run or Flaherty Field and just enjoying the game. Now, when you go, you got to remember this. If the skies open up and you don't have a quick way to the car, you're going to get wet. Well, this week, already scheduled, was kind of a break for the guys. And keep in mind, many have part-time jobs, doing some other things. And so scheduled into the week was a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday break. So after Monday's game with Castlewood and the Broadhead Bombers, the skies opened up. And boy, did they open up. If you watch NCTV 45 and you caught Four Brothers 45 weather, you know there was a flash flood watch. Everything was all wet. And it made it just a little bit miserable. So in this second segment of This Week in North County Baseball, we're going to take a look at the major leagues. Now, we'll start off with the Battling Bucks, who this weekend are entertaining the Chicago Cubbies, and that's at home. Now, in an affair Friday night that saw so many different things, a guy called out at third, and nobody was on the base. Sleeves being cut because they didn't match the uniform, Tell them it's Saks Fifth Avenue, I guess. And many other instances, the Bucks ended up losing 9-5 to the Cubbies, who were called the Highlands. Now, over on the reservation, or they were off the reservation, they were in Minnesota, but the Cleveland Indians came up with an 8-1 win against Minnesota. The Spanky Yankees dropped a 7-6 decision to Oakland, while their counterparts in New York, the Mets, were dropping a 7-2 loss to the Washington Nationals. Now, that series continues today, and we always air on Sunday, so where we're at. As we go to the standings, let's take a look at the Battling Buccos, who have found a way to eke in front of the Cincinnati Reds. Here comes the march for first place, as they're only 6 games behind the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs find them 2.5, sells 2.5 back of the Brewers, and the Cards 4.5 back. So the mighty Buccos on the move. Now, over in the American League, Cleveland 1 game back of the Twinkies, which means that series up there in Minnesota becoming increasingly important, even though the season's young. Now, the Spanky Yankees, they're 1 game up on Boston. Houston, the Astros are 11 games up on the Rangers in what seems to be a Texas showdown. The Washington Nationals, 10 up on the Marlins. And out on the West Coast in the National League, you've got the Rockies. They're up 1 game on the Diamondbacks and 1 game up on the Dodgers. Now, the San Francisco Giants, well, they're 17.5 back, as the Padres are 16 back. And the Dodgers probably 1 game back because they got sick. They went to Cleveland. Couldn't help it. We'll be back with This Week in North County Baseball right after we take this break and head into the home stretch. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. Mr. Pizza provided a grant for this program. Mr. Pizza, East Washington Street. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target. And we're back, and now we've looked at the majors. Now time to look at the standings for this week as of the 17th. Happy Father's Day, by the way. And I guess it's the 18th for North County Baseball. Now, first, let's give you a rundown of the games that could be taking place today moving forward, and this being Sunday. Sunday, the Downtown Jacks and the Broadhead Bombers get together at Brady's Run. That's a 1 p.m. event, and also a 1 p.m. event finds Castlewood and the Summertime Heroes at Flaherty Field. The 19th, Brady's Run is the place to be, as the Summertime Heroes Broadhead Bombers take place. On Tuesday, it's Castlewood at the DB Movers. On Wednesday, it is the Downtown Jacks and the Stallions. And then on Thursday, those all at Brady's Run, by the way. On Thursday, Brady's Run is the place for the Broadhead Bombers and the DB Movers. But there is a Thursday game up here at Flaherty Field as the Summertime Heroes and the Downtown Jacks get together at 6 p.m. Then on the 23rd, it's the Stallions taking on the Summertime Heroes. That's at Flaherty Field, and that is a 6:15 start. Now the standings as of the 18th, the Broadhead Bombers at 3-1, tied with the Summertime Heroes at 3-1. Castlewood, they're 3-3. DB Movers 1-1. The Downtown Jacks 1-3, and the Stallions also 1-3. Now, batting leaders: T. Hughes, first baseman, 12 at bats, he's batting .583. And pitching, that's also Hughes with a 1-1 and a 7 strikeout ERA of 0. Now, just a great week. Hopefully it doesn't rain, as a lot of games scheduled this week. So make sure you get out to some North County baseball, whether it's down at Brady's Run or Flaherty Field. And I'm Angelo Parada, and that was This Week in North County Baseball. Don't strike out, go to the games. We'll see you next week. Funding provided by Four Brothers in downtown Newcastle. A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program.